On Halloween 2010, 16-year-old Devin came home to what he thought to be an elaborate Halloween prank pulled by his family. This, however, turned out to be anything but a joke. What Devin discovered was the horrendous murders of his older brother, his mother, and his stepfather. He went outside and immediately called his aunt, who called the police. The following Sunday, his older brother William was arrested. He became the main suspect when police found out that William had a past of violent behavior and possible schizophrenia. He was charged with the murder of his father. Chicago in 2011 was home to Liddell Peoples and his girlfriend Maria Adams. On Halloween, Liddell accused Maria of stealing his bag of Halloween treats. She denied this. Soon, an altercation broke out between the two, and an enraged Liddell decided that his sweets were to die for, literally. He grabbed a knife and he stabbed his girlfriend to death. This Halloween party in Austin was anything but jolly when a man dressed up as Santa opened fire on unsuspecting partygoers. Nobody was killed, but 4 people were injured and taken to the hospital. It was unclear if he was invited to the party or just showed up. Every child should be able to feel safe and secure with their parents. However, that was far from true for 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien. On October 31st, 1974, Timothy was enjoying some of his Halloween candy when his father offered him a pixie stick. As any child would, Timothy obliged and ate the treat his father had given him. Sadly, it would be his last, as Timothy began to have convulsions and died soon after. It was soon discovered that Ryan O'Brien had recently taken out life insurance policies on his kids, and he was trying to cash in. Although Timothy was the only child Ryan was able to murder, he was sentenced to death and was executed in 1984. On October 31st, 2002, 21-year-old Chris Jenkins decided to go out to a bar with his friends on Halloween. Chris was thrown out and was not allowed back in. Stranded in the cold without a phone and intoxicated, trouble was bound to find Chris, and it most certainly did. Nobody saw Chris or heard from him for 4 months after that night. It wasn't until February of 2003 that his body was finally discovered floating in the Mississippi River. He was still in his Halloween costume. It was initially thought by police that it was an accident or he had committed suicide, but his parents refused to believe this, and soon enough, the case was reopened and deemed a homicide. Nobody knows for sure what happened to Chris. Some people think it could have been an accident. Others think it was a random murder. Some people even believe that he was a victim of the smiley face killer. But we will probably never know what really happened to Chris. His case remains unsolved.